Hey guys, Digital Lifestyle here. So, got a lot of news to get through today, quite a few pages to read, you guys. So, hopefully, you'll be able to hang around for that. And let me get through it because it's quite interesting what's going on at the moment in the market. Anyway, here we go. A new report reveals 76% of financial institutions expect to use crypto by 2025. Now, this is amazing. By report, looking at what percentage of financial institutions are interested in using blockchain for payments, have discovered that more than three quarters of them plan to use crypto by 2025. 76% of them worldwide financial institutions will utilize cryptocurrencies over the next 3 years, provided that legislation permits it, according to the global study conducted by a report published on August the 11th, that was yesterday. Meantime, 71%, somewhat fewer businesses think that they will employ crypto in the next 3 years, which is a departure from the general trend of firms being more open to digital assets and more hopeful about their advantages. Right, so I'm going to leave this link in the description. Moving on to the next piece of news. Bitcoin mining stocks with record whopping gains in the last 30 days despite bull markets. The recent recovery of value of crypto assets has trickled down into traditional finance world, and more specifically into stocks of crypto mining companies. Furthermore, the rise of crypto prices increased mining's profitability, which has seen some mining business rally up to 120%. Some of the major crypto mining companies, such as Marathon Digital Holdings, Nasdaq, NRA, Riot Blockchain, Nasdaq, Riot, Hut 8, Nasdaq Hut, and Core Scientific, Nasdaq Cores, increased their share price over the past 30 days by 224.12%, 96.69 or 98, respectively, 110% respectively. So they've all increased their thinking. I wish they'd just put it by and make it easier for people to read. I'm dyslexic, so all that kind of stuff is able. Anyway, it seems that crypto mining stocks were in deep oversold territory, and the rally seen over the past month could be attributed both to rebound from those levels, coupled with a rally in the crypto initiative, mostly initiated by Ethereum as it nears its transition to proof of stake network. POS network. So cool. We're getting lots of more crypto coming onto the market. I've noticed that as well, from what people are saying on other channels that I follow. But it looks like we might be due a breakout, but there could be a little fallback before that, and we have to watch the moon cycles and all that kind of stuff, because it's very technical, and these people do want to keep a lot of these assets as low as possible so they can pile in, and that's what basically it's all about, really. Right, Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki slammed CBDCs as spyware similar to TikTok. Now, I'm not a user of TikTok, but given the rise of digital assets such as cryptocurrencies, more nations and banks around the world have given more thought to the notion of implementing central bank digital currencies. The author of the personal finance book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, has scathing criticism for the idea of introducing CBDs on the Rich Dad radio show on August the 10th. Kiyosaki discussed Worldwide Economic Forum meeting last November, where it was determined that by 2030 people will own nothing and be happy. Klaus Schwab. CBDCs, which is central bank digital currency, which is a spyware, is more like TikTok. Okay. If you want to go read the rest of this, you can do, but he's not particularly happy about cryptocurrencies. And I've said this before, not cryptocurrencies, CBDCs. I've said this before about CBDCs. I don't like the idea of CBDCs at all. The fact that they will be used as spyware, the fact that they can be used to track you, the fact that they can be used to sanction individuals if they don't, they can be used like the social media tool. If you did something wrong, or you went and spent, carbon credits, all that kind of stuff, they're going to try and program into all of this. So they will tell you what to buy, when to buy it, and how much you can spend. And if you go over that, then you're fucked, basically. So no, I'm not down with the CBDCs, and I understand where Robert's coming from. I will put a link in the description. You guys can have a read. Right, built to fail. As CBDC sun rises, stablecoins may catch a shadow. Will central banks allow stablecoins to survive? Maybe as a financial instrument for unbanked, or they will be able to. Will they be able to exist peacefully? I think they should be. I think we should. If the banks want to use their CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, between themselves, as a matter of settlement, or whatever they want to call it, however they want to do with it, right? Whatever they want to do within the central bank, they can keep it, yeah. But as for us, we should have our own currencies that are legitimate, that are regulated, such as XRP, such as XDC, and or XLM, and all the other coins that are going to have real use case, and that should be the way forward. Not for us to be basically controlled. That's what I'm saying. The phenomenon boom with regard to central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, and most people really don't know what to expect. Various FX seem to be bubbling up in different parts of the world. Consider Chinese CNY has already been used by 200 million plus of its citizens, and a rollout could happen as early as February. But will a digital yuan gain traction internationally? Europe's central bank has been exploring the digital euro for several years, and the European Union could introduce digital euro in 2023, but it will come with limitations such as ceiling on digital euros can be held by a single party. A United States digital dollar could be the most awaited governmental digital currency, given that the US dollar is the world's reserve currency. But when will it appear, if ever? Implementation could be at least 5 years away. That's too friggin' long to wait. We've got a crisis in the world with liquidity and all that kind of stuff. If they want to pivot over to a digital system, that would provide liquidity, and that would free up it would bring inflation down and all those kind of things. They could simply flip the switch if they really wanted to, but I don't think they want to. Like I said before, and Robert Kiyosaki said it, they want to bring in a currency that they want to spy on us. It's simple as that. Amid the uncertainty, one question has persisted, at least in the cryptoverse: what impact will large economy digital currencies have on stablecoins? Would it leave them on oxygen to breathe? On the positive side, some believe that most large-scale CBDCs will go the wholesale route, i.e. allowing direct access to digital money by a limited number of large financial institutions. Could this leave a retail piece for stablecoins in the payment sector? Their wallets or accounts might be held by intermediaries like commercial banks, who then have claim on the central banks. They have claim on the central bank, but effectively most CBDCs will be used for retail payments. No, we don't want that. Gerard Dippo, senior fellow at the Centre for Strategic and International Studies, told Cointelegraph this includes China's CNY, which many believe will be the first large economy CBDC to be rolled out, and we know that particular cryptocurrency, that their yuan is a control one. They use it to control their economy. They use it to control the people. No, we don't want it. No. Alright, Australia's top regulator says crypto became increasingly mainstream, thus requiring stricter regulation. So we do need regulations to a certain extent. Surprised by the rising number of crypto investors in Australia, Australian Securities and Investments Commission ASIC Chairman Joe Longo voiced this concern that many Bitcoin BTCs and Bitcoin buyers don't realise that the actual risk of investing in digital assets. According to the latest ASIC report released at the start of August 2022, that researched over 1,000 retail investors in Australia. 44% said they own cryptocurrencies, which makes them the second most common product that Australians share. So 44%. That's a whopping number of Australians. So the number of cryptocurrency people holding cryptocurrencies is rising, and it's always going to do that. As more and more people become familiar with it, understand the technology, understand how to use it, understand that it does offer freedom, and it's all dependent on what particular currency that you pick, as well as the use case of the digital asset must be borne in mind. Right, Terra Classic, Lunc price prediction, will LUNC hit 0.5 soon? I hope it does. I like Lunc, LUNC. I think it has potential. There's a lot of work going on behind the scenes with burning and stuff like that, and more developers coming onto it. So could it hit 0.5? Why not? Why not? Well, could it hit 50 cents? Why not? Why not? You know, there is a possibility if they do roll out all the things that they say they're going to do. Right, in Terra Classic price prediction 2020, we use statistic price patterns, RSI, and other information about Lunc to analyze the future movement of the cryptocurrency. Terra Classic and LUNC current market status. According to Regulator, the price Terra in the last, well, can't even bother to say that. In the last 24 hours, trading volume of nothing at 34 million. And at the time of writing, however, LUNC has decreased 1.4% in the last 24 hours. What is clear? Well, we know what Lunar is. The price prediction explained below, and they use a table down here to explain it. The above chart of Terra Classic is laid out a rebounding bottom pattern. The price movement from a pattern that resembles a bow and hence is known as a saucer pattern. Okay, in general, the saucer bottom pattern, sorry. In general, the rounding bottom pattern indicates a long-term price reversal. Ooh. This pattern also emphasizes the changes in the market sentiment as the trend seems to shift from bearish to bullish. So it looks like it might go up, and that's a good thing, because like I want it to rise. I will leave the link in the description so you guys can go read it for yourself. Right, decentralized apps on Polygon have skyrocketed in demand. Polygon, Polymatic is an Ethereum-based coin. I haven't got any of that, but I have got Terra. I have to say that. I mean, I bought some way before. I bought some after the crash. So, not financial advice, and I will say that again. Not financial advice. Not anything I say or do or whatever. It's not financial advice. You make your own decision. Do your own damn research. Sorry, I have to say it like that, but you need to make your own decisions, because we are moving into a space where cryptocurrencies will be dominating the market. There will be some coins that don't do well, and some will. Anyway, let me read this. Polygon, basically a tweet. We're having quite a year at Polygon. 500 dApps in November. Now 37,000 plus, with 111.8k active teams. Many projects are increasingly choosing to build solely on Polygon. Alchemy data shows 74% of teams integrated exclusively on Polygon. And I'll tell you another reason why they're doing that is because even after when Ethereum does do its merge and all that kind of stuff, because people are talking about that, it doesn't mean that the gas fees are going to come down. And that is the problem. I think people are moving away from using Ethereum as much as they used to, quite simply because of the gas fees. It is way too expensive. But yeah, I'll leave this in the description if you guys want to read that too. Right, US Supreme Court rejects Coinbase appeal over arbitration. Right, Coinbase, the biggest cryptocurrency exchange in the United States, has come under the SEC inspection for proprietary offering securities on this website. The exchange now faces even greater challenges after the Supreme Court turned down its appeal. According to Bloomberg, the United States Supreme Court turned down Coinbase's request to skip the arbitration process for a customer dispute. Moreover, the court had rejected its request for intervention by the justices. The statement said the cryptocurrency exchange has requested a stay of proceedings until the dispute is resolved. Coinbase had multiple lawsuits. There was a mention of how the two judges hearing the issue in federal court had opted against hearing the appeal and had instead chosen to send the matter to arbitration. Coinbase has filed an appeal, and the judges have been asked to rule on whether the trial may proceed. However, the alternative was to wait for outcome of the arbitration appeal. You guys can go and read this if you want to go, and I will put a link in the description. You guys can go and read it. Yeah. And this crypto exchange halts trading authorities suspend funds, and this came out today. So Hotbit, I don't know if you use it. I don't use it. I've never, do you know what I mean? I've seen it about, but I haven't used it. So looks like they're getting fucked. Anywho, last but not least, digital distributed ledger, right? I did want to bring you out this. This is from BlackRock, and this is Vice President of BlackRock. What this space needs is a decoupling from the meme coins and those with long-term utility use cases that will disrupt many industries in order for this space to grow and mature. QNT, and I've got some of those. AVAX, no. ETH, I got a little bit. It's ETH.2, I've got ETH, XDC, and XRP. Many promising projects waiting to take the crypto market by storm. Yes, this came out 3 days ago, but at the end of the day, this is a very important tweet for people to take into their mind and think about. Use case. He said utility use cases. Those are, and he's given you a few here, and with over 20,000 cryptocurrencies, not every single one of them are going to have a use case. Let's be honest with you. Let's be honest here. So there will be a few out there with use case. ETH 2.0, XDC, XLM, XRP, HBAR, IOTA. Oh God. There's a few more. Solana, I'm not gonna. No, not Solana. That's something I'm not really interested in. Those are just the ones I can name off the top of my head. Yeah, those have utility. Those are good. Oh, VChain, another one that has utility in this space. Those are the cryptocurrencies you guys will be focusing on. Those are the ones where you think back to, like times of Amazon, when Amazon first came out, and how they went through a lawsuit, and how they now are one of the biggest online retail outlets in the planet. Google was about, MySpace was about, Google is still around, and Google is still developing. Facebook came out. All those big companies came out around about those times. LimeWire fell to the side. So what we have is a remaking of the financial system in a new way, using new technologies, and the technologies with use case are going to be the ones that make it in this space, not the ones that don't. It is that simple. The scams, stay away from these 1 or 2% things. Stay away from them. Get involved in utility coins. This is from BlackRock Vice President. Okay, not just these coins, but do your own research. Make sure you dig in, find out. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's the last one. Yes, it is. Anyway, you guys take care of yourself. Have a nice day now, and I will speak to you lot soon.